Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode I'm going to be recapping Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, but before I do that, I'm recording this episode on Sunday the 15th of February 2026. I've already recapped Legends of Tomorrow Season 1, so go check that out if you haven't already, or if it's not out, if you're listening to the episodes, it will have been. If you're watching it on YouTube, I don't necessarily know in which order Matt's going to release the episodes, but I'm sure even he would do seasons 1 then 2. I don't think he would do it the other way around. But before I let you know my thoughts on Legend of Tomorrow Season 2, which obviously will contain spoilers for the season, here's the trailer. Hope you enjoy.
Is this 2016?
Yeah?
You're exactly where you said you'd be.
I'm sorry, who exactly are you?
My name is Rex Tyler. I'm a member of the Justice Society of America.
Whoa. The actual JSA. The single greatest secret force this country has ever known. I need to talk to you about Sarah Lance, Ray Palmer, and the rest of the Legends. I think they're all in trouble.
Someone just blew up New York.
During World War II. I think we can all guess who that someone is.
We are history's last line of defense.
We have the tools to make a difference. We can make history better.
As in seducing the Queen of France.
She seduced me.
I'm gonna get to meet Albert Einstein.
Help! I'm being kidnapped! What did we say about using powers in future tech, Dr. Palmer?
Well, yeah, but they started it.
We're not time masters. There are no rules.
Oh, very.
Jonah Hex!
I'm taking you in, alive or dead.
Those Confederates look a lot like...
Don't say it! Zombie! Zombie! Zombie!
It's like Ninja 3, Domination.
There's no such thing as ninjas, you idiot.
Tell that to Chuck Norris.
You all have no idea what you're up against.
Hello, Eobard.
Mr. Dark.
Relax, Captain. We got this.
As flawed and unruly as you are individually, together you are the best crew a captain could ever hope for.
Sorry to contact you like this, Captain Hunter. But I can't risk putting any more lives in danger.
How is it you people haven't managed to kill yourselves yet?
Day's still young.
That was the trailer for Season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow, so obviously I'm going to get into spoilers right now, so if you haven't watched the season and would like to, go watch it and come back. But yeah, it kind of follows a very similar pattern to Season 1, kind of being a similar... I think there's one more episode in this, or one less. No, I think it is one more than it is in Season 1, but kind of because of that, it's very plot heavy, and the villains of this season are the Legion of Doom, as Nate, I'll get to Nate in a second, calls them, which Sarah consistently doesn't want to call them, but then goes around to ideas. So that is Eobard Thorns, the Reverse Flash, Damien Dark, who was killed in Arrow Season 4, Malcolm Merlin, who was the main villain of Arrow Season 1, and then kind of turns good, but doesn't, and it's kind of a morally grey area there, as well as Captain Cold, Leonard Snart, played by Wentworth Miller, kind of from a previous version, and then kind of Mick Rory, Heatwave, which I'll get to in a second. That kind of is revealed as the season goes on. And the object that they're all after is the Spear of Destiny, which has the power to rewrite reality. So, yes, very high stakes here, kind of. And again, back to what I talked about in the Season 1 recap of kind of having threats that Team Flash and Team Arrow wouldn't be able to stop, and kind of how time travel works and helps them. But yeah, kind of the same cast as Season 1 with their Legends. Obviously, the only difference, there's a change that kind of Carter and Kendra decide to leave at the end of Season 1, and then kind of we meet Nate Haywood, who kind of in the first episode contacts Oliver and goes to see Oliver, tries to get an appointment, and is kind of tackled to the floor multiple times to speak to him about the Legends, because Rip has time scattered them to save them after the events of season 1. So yeah, and kind of most of the season he's trying to find Rip. We then meet Rip, who now has a new identity as a film student, and the Legends are trying to help him but not before the Legion of Doom kidnap and brainwash him and kind of turn him evil for some of the season, and kind of he straight kind of shoots Sarah. Evil Rip has a vendetta against Sarah for some reason, but yeah, that's part of it, as well as but kind of the last 2 episodes last 2 or 3 episodes, kind of it's like Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, where kind of the penultimate episode is where the Legion of Doom win and they get the spear and they rewrite Destiny. So now the Legends have normal jobs and Sarah dreams about killing her supervisor, basically, which obviously none of us would ever do in real life, but she is obviously a trained assassin. But yeah, she does that. What else? Professor Stein's evil in this world. What else happens? Nate kind of is kind of still lives at home. Ray is kind of still a tech genius, so that's not changed. But in this world, obviously, no one has superpowers, so Nate and Ray don't have their powers, which obviously is the premise of an earlier episode, which George Lucas is in, because we learn that kind of Star Wars and Indiana Jones inspires them to become historians and scientists. But yeah, the finale, kind of Thorn is erased from existence, kind of similar to season 1, because he's a time aberration, which is the kind of that things in history that have changed. So not the history that we know, that have changed and kind of need to be erased from existence. But yeah, it's kind of a lot of that, and it's kind of quite fun. Like, of the Arrowverse shows, Legends is kind of, maybe alongside Flash, they're my favourite, because they're more comedic, they're more fun and more upbeat, and kind of most of the shows that I watch, you can probably tell from the channel, are quite upbeat and like that. They're not quite quite depressing. But yeah, let me know. That's kind of it. But before I end, we'll just waffle and cause Matt to have a panic attack at the length of the episode. So whilst I'm still making some sort of sense, that was my recap for Legends of Tomorrow season 2. Let me know what you thought of season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow. If you watched it, my recap. If you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. And I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.